got to talk about LA today because obviously, and I'm sure you guys have heard, a lot of crazy stuff going on in LA right now under the leadership of, well, I can't even say leadership, under Karen Bass, right? And of course, Gavin Newsom. And I've been coming across quite a number of clips that I want to show you guys today. May not get to all of them. We'll see how it goes. But something quite interesting is happening. But before we get into that, of course, mainstream media is doing the thing again. They're all repeating the same lines. You guys remember the Summer of Love, where they all were saying, peaceful. These are mostly peaceful protests as buildings were burning behind them. Yeah, they're attempting to do that thing again. And I want to show you guys a little bit of that before we get into the clips that I mentioned earlier. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Despite the Trump administration's calling the protests lawless, Los Angeles police said Saturday's demonstrations remained peaceful.
Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
The vast majority of these actions have been peaceful, and that there are lots of folks just trying to be heard on the streets in and around LA.
You have a number of, it appears, peaceful protesters. We didn't see any weapons or sticks or anything.
So far, everything here is peaceful.
Some peaceful demonstrators.
People are demonstrating, and there's a lot of peaceful demonstration, but there are people that obviously are just upset.
Why does this situation justify the president bypassing California's governor entirely? Governor Newsom says that the National Guard, at least sending them, is purposely inflaming and will only escalate tensions there.
Let's remind our viewers that this administration pardoned more than 1,500 people convicted in the January 6th attack.
So as y'all saw there, they're definitely doing the thing again, just repeating the same lines, which I will be extremely happy when all of these mainstream media networks absolutely collapse because of all of their lies. And you would think they would have learned their lesson after the 24 election, just blatantly lying to the American public and losing all credibility, but they're doubling and tripling down, thinking that eventually it's going to work. Eventually, people are going to switch to believing them again, and I don't think that's going to happen based on a lot of things, but one of them being these clips I'm about to show you. So with that being said, let's jump into some of these clips. Check it out.
So let me get this straight, just so I could clarify it. You don't want to go back to Mexico. You're protesting to stay away from Mexico, but you're waving the Mexican flag and you're waving it with pride. You're waving it in the United States, the country you're trying to stay in, the country you don't want to leave, but yet you're waving the Mexican flag with pride. Okay. That seems normal to you? That seems logical? That's not stupid at all? None of that's stupid. All right. You guys are an embarrassment to the Mexican culture and to the United States culture. You guys are an embarrassment to everybody around you, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Do better.
Do better. Do better. From a Mexican-American himself. But carry on.
Trump said, hey, Governor Newsom, since you can't keep your citizens safe during these ICE riots, I'ma send 2,000 National Guard members to come get on that. Hopefully you'll be old scum afterwards. Why are y'all acting like ICE just up and decided to deport people? Donald Trump won the presidency, and not only that, he told y'all what he was gonna do. He even gave illegals the option to self-deport and get a check if you didn't do that. Shame on you. I'm genuinely trying to think of the thought process here. Do you think causing chaos, committing more crimes is gonna keep you in the country? Did y'all see that one dude circling around that burning car on the motorcycle waving the Mexican flag? What does that do for your case? Send him right now. Like, how does it fucking help you? You're a fucking arsonist. Also, ICE isn't deporting U.S. citizens. ICE is deporting illegals. Why are we acting like ICE is the problem here and not the people who, I don't know, didn't get their citizenship? Didn't get a visa to pull up? They just crawled through the desert or snuck through like a goddamn criminal. ICE is simply a form of accountability for every illegal that decided to come into America illegally. Keep it up, Donald Trump! Oh, that was a good one.
Shout out to that brother there, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Big Swole. Big Swole. Shout out to Big Swole on TikTok, man. But there's more.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's talk about these protesters. You have illegals protesting ICE, saying, get out of our city. What? Our city? You don't even belong here. You have used and abused the American tax dollars. And that's why the American people, we're fed up, we're tired. Take your butt back home. As a matter of fact, can I opt out of helping these people and have my money go towards the American people? When I went to Ethiopia, I stayed there for 3 months. If I overstayed my visa, if I didn't run to the embassy to save my butt, assuming that I was just going to just walk the streets like I'm just a normal person, they would have put me in a body bag. So for you to even come to America having riots and protesting is, I don't understand. This don't make any sense. And you're rocking your flags. You're holding up your flags. If you're so proud about your company, your country, then go back to your country. The American people is saying, we don't care if you're here legally, but to come over illegally, burning up our resources, is just pure foolishness. So every single person that's illegal, get them the hell out of here, for real. Do whatever you have to do to get them out of here, because I have illegal fatigue. Let's create a new trend here, illegal fatigue. That's what's going on right now. This is ridiculous.
And I like that. Illegal fatigue. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Or liberal fatigue. I think we all have a bad case of liberal fatigue at this point, because these folks have just absolutely gotten ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous in this country, man. Ridiculous. But carry on. There's more.
Is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against police officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that. But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated because the President of the United States is sowing chaos.
So I guess them was the peaceful protesters that bald head Booker was talking about, huh? Every day, the Democrats get on here and just lie, bro, out they mouth. I mean, it just don't make no sense. Now, for you to get on national TV and say they out here doing peaceful protesting when there's videos all over the fucking internet of these burning down burning down cars, breaking into buildings, just got done robbing the store down there in Compton, all type, but he gonna get his bald head ass on here and say they down there doing peaceful protest. Like this shit I be talking about with the Democrats. Y'all are just full of bull, bro. And Trump, handle your business, bro. Keep going, bro. Deport all them niggas, bro. And if you are a U.S. citizen, and you are down there causing hell, and they arrest you, that is your fault. Don't cry, okay? Because if you a U.S. citizen, you shouldn't even be down there doing all this. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But that bald head gonna sit his ass on here talking about some peaceful protest.
Hey, that's facts. Cory Booker. Peaceful protest. Now, I can't show you the video that he displayed there. I'm going to have to blur that out. But there's nothing peaceful about throwing bricks through ICE agents' car windows. There's nothing peaceful about that. You could put somebody 6 feet in the dirt throwing a brick through their window. Come on now. Peaceful? These folks, man. These folks, bro. I tell you, man. I tell you.
Now, what's crazy is people think that they can come to America illegally and have rights. That shit doesn't make no damn sense, y'all. Bring y'all ass over here illegally and then think that you have rights of an American citizen, which is some bullshit, bro. And honestly, you know what I mean? I lived in LA for 2 years, so I seen the health care and the Medicare and the welfare system. And honestly, hard-working Americans are paying the bill for all these illegal motherfuckers to have health insurance, to be able to get welfare, food stamps, child care. All this right here is We are footing the bill. The people that are actually tax-paying American citizens are footing this motherfucking bill for all these people. And they have the fucking nerve to get mad and have attitudes and be upset with us for not wanting to continue to foot the bill for they motherfuckers. Bro, we can barely afford to foot the bill for our goddamn self. But we are paying the bill for all y'all illegal motherfuckers to be over here and doing whatever the fuck y'all want. Not only are y'all over here illegally making money, y'all illegally not paying taxes. So that means that all this free money that y'all are making, y'all sending this shit back to y'all country, which does not benefit the American people at all. Sorry, but not motherfucking sorry. Bro, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go.
Y'all got to go. I agree with him. All right. Make no mistake about it. Every illegal that is in the United States of America today should be deported immediately. Right now, and any American citizen that is extremely violently protesting that, you should be arrested, thrown in prison for the next 15 years, throwing bricks through car windows that people are driving. You could kill somebody doing that. Like, come on, what are we talking about? Peaceful? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. But I just wanted to show y'all that because, of course, mainstream media is trying to push this narrative, peaceful, and that, all of the American people are on their side. But in reality, no, we're not. No, we are not. And even CNN kind of talked about it a little bit in this clip here. I just want to show you this clip really quickly. And keep in mind, this is CNN, so I think the number is a lot higher than this, but check it out.
If we just take a look at the baseline numbers here, this is Trump's net approval rating on immigration. It's gone up like a rocket. Compare now versus 8 years ago during Trump's first term. Look at this. In his first term, Trump was way underwater at minus 21 points. But look at this. He's up over 20 points. Now, in the aggregate, he is in positive territory at plus 1 point on his net approval rating. Some other polls even have it a little bit higher than that. There is no issue on which Trump is doing so much better than he was in his first term, more than the issue of immigration. No wonder the Times has written up the way that he is. Trump is begging for a fight on this because he knows what he's doing so far is working with the American electorate.
Boom. And that's coming from CNN. Do you really think he's plus one on that issue? Absolutely not. No. He's probably plus 15, 20 on that issue. Let's keep it real here. This is one of the big reasons why a lot of people voted for Uncle Trump. We saw what was happening at the border. Even though Democrats continue to try to lie, remember they were talking about, well, the border is secure. The border is closed. Border is secure. There's nothing going on at the border. I visited the border. It's all good. The American people are a lot smarter than that, and that is why Trump won in a landslide, won every single swing state, and he won the popular vote, which a Republican hasn't done in the past, 24 years? Over 20 years, 2 decades. He won the popular vote. So what are we talking about? This is nonsense. And I do agree where he said Trump wants a fight on this issue because he knows he's in the positive territory. Absolutely. If I'm Trump, I want you to make yourself look foolish because I know by and large the American people want me to deport all of these illegals. I'm not deporting American citizens. I'm not terrorizing American citizens unless they're terrorizing border agents. I am deporting illegal aliens in this country. And by and large, most Americans agree with it. So if you want to go out here, Democrats, and fight for illegals, go ahead. Make yourself look silly. This is an 80-20 issue, and I'm on the 80 side, and Democrats, you can sit on the 20 and make it well known to the American people that they should never elect your party ever again. So yeah, what do y'all think, man? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I think Trump is doing a fantastic job, and like all of these guys said, and I even had a clip from a chick, but I didn't play that today just for time's sake. But like they all said, keep going, Trump. Keep going, Uncle Trump. You're doing the right thing. You're doing exactly what we voted for. So I can't complain at all. But what do you say? Let me know. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.